I'm just using my illustrations to hopefully explain something to you so that you can make progress too. What is that function? How is it that that function is lost or not illustrated better in our society? That needs to be, I don't know how that's productively could be made into the example for monogamy. But think of all that entropic energy that's being wasted on all of those men that are choosing to remain single. All of that energy that could be made productive boiled down to entropic energy. Think of the loss that's happening there. All right. Okay, so now let's begin play. Remember, this meditation started. I started with doom scrolling, worried that I'm already too late, no matter how productive I am, no matter how intelligent I am, no matter how quick I am to set up my office and all that I may already be too late. And I asked for direction. One of the things I think about a lot is first that genetic replicator, DNA. That is a tool. That's clearly a tool. For me, that there's very little argument that that is not a tool. That is an amazing tool. So that first replicator, genetic replicator, and the second replicator of mind, which is the mimetic replicator. And I constantly am in the back of my mind looking for pathways to find the energetic replicator, the replicator of energy. And the thing that came to me today, I don't think it's for my mind. I think maybe it snuck in because it's probably obvious on another line of thinking. It's just not mine. So I was thinking, here's the thought. We split the atom, and we use that escaped energy to boil water. First off, you have to kind of think that's kind of primitive. And maybe my understanding of the technology is also primitive, and I am missing some factors that would explain better. And maybe that would be explained as if I did this with AI. But think of how primitive that is. It made me laugh in my meditation. I was like, that's just pathetic. And then plus, by not doing it efficiently, we get all this waste, we get all this radioactivity, we get all these problems and dangers. And then the thought occurred to me, this is what it's for somebody else, that we aren't capturing all of that energy. We're just using the exposure of that energy to boil the water to fuel the turbines. What if you are required to have that amount of energy already to capture all of that energy? And I could probably show this better with AI, but it's in today's meditation. So, and it is play. This is play for me. Okay, well, if it is the case that the energetic replicator requires the same amount of energy that you capture to already be present, that would mean for us to get to that level of energy generation, we would need to have the need for the energy in advance of the creation of the energy.